So about a year ago, Google and Levi announced that they were going to make a biker jacket that was called Project Jacquard, and it was going to kind of integrate technology into the fabric in order to make bike riding a safer and more pleasant experience. Now fast forward to this past week, and it's finally arrived. So let's go into a little bit about the details, what it feels like as a jacket, how it works, and how useful this technology can be while you're biking.
So I was pretty lucky that they had a store in Cambridge near me for the launch day that had the jacket. I think there were 3 nationwide in LA, New York, and Cambridge. So digging into the box, it's pretty simple. Just has a little note to tell you where to download it and what to do. And then, the actual USB part that connects to the jacket, the little tag, you plug it into the computer, gives you a little light. And then, go to Google, download the new Jacquard app, and then once it's installed, it'll walk you through a little bit of a setup that will enable you to then link up to the Bluetooth tag. So the application installation is pretty straightforward. Once you get started, it shows you the commands you can do, and then you'll actually take your tag, keep it in the computer until it charges a little bit, and then once it's fully charged and green, then you can proceed to link all of your account information up, and gives a little tutorial on installation. And then once you actually install it yourself, you'll see the light blink and connect, and then you can actually sync up to the jacket, which is pretty straightforward. And then I believe there was an update I had to install, and then you can start pairing, the different gestures to different commands that you want to have. These are pretty straightforward. I think there's only 4 different gestures you can do. If you take a look here, we can see that, touching the cuff, there is a sensitivity app there. Here's just a little demo of how you can control the music by going. Getting into the biking aspect of things, the touch controls are, very sensitive, and they work just as, designed. Here I was using the Bragi Dash headphones, which have a audio transparency feature, which makes it perfectly safe to ride with. And that brings me to my one safety concern about this jacket. When you're riding, you're supposed to do all of your signaling to drivers with your left hand, as that controls the front brake. Now this is in order to not flip over if you have to brake all of a sudden. I really think that this was an oversight, and the woven fabrics should have really been incorporated into the right cuff for these safety reasons.
So looking at the actual jacket, here we have the little Bluetooth adapter that plugs in. It's a little clip, kind of like a magnetic clasp, but with a little physical feel to it as well. It's got some connectors, and you can actually see this side zipper here. If you don't want to have it, hanging out, or if it's raining or something, you can actually just slide it in here. Fits perfectly, almost not noticeable. Then, you have front pocket here. You have these side zip pockets that open here and are very deep. You can see they go pretty far. Then on the inside, you have another little pocket here. Alternatively, you could also put your little tracker in here. And if you see here how it's got this mesh here, this actually flows through to the back side, flows through here. You can see the mesh actually comes over here. And we have a flip up collar, keep you warm. See the reflector here. And then there's a reflector down here, and also one over here. Guys, so let me know what your thoughts are on the Commuter jacket, Project Jacquard, and would you consider paying $350 for something like this? It is up there with some stylish jackets. I personally think it looks pretty good, but is that something you'd be willing to pay for the convenience of biking safer and kind of for a proof of concept of this technology with the woven in touch fabric. I think in its current implementation, it is a really, really good start. There's definitely things that can improve. Curious to see what Google and Levi can come forward with in the future. Maybe Google even do partnerships with other companies, so you have different brands. But that being said, it is very comfortable. I love the fact that it stretches here when you're biking. Can do cool things. I think there's definitely more implementation that they can do with the current state. So different gestures.
It is 9:35 p.m. on September 28th, 2017.
So you see, you can customize certain things. I think there is a lot of room for growth here. And I do like the haptic feedback that it gives. It is pretty strong and you can definitely feel it and notice it, even though the inner cuff is a little detached from the outside part. So yeah guys, really pretty cool jacket. Would have liked to see this touch integration on this side just for the safety concerns, but as this is a proof of concept, I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. And I'm really curious to see what Google and Levi or other companies can put out in the future with this technology. It would be cool to have in other applications as well, not only biking. So a lot of sports, extreme sports, winter sports, where you don't have that easy access to your phone or to your mobile watch or whatever it is that you have. The ventilation is pretty key. It goes straight through, so if you open up your jacket, you get some of that flow through. And it comes in the perfect time for the fall weather. So that is definitely good timing on Google and Levi, and pretty smart decision on their part. The design of this, obviously in future iterations, it would be nice to see something a little thinner, less bulky, but it is works pretty well. Feels very secure, not like it's going to fall off. And the notification light, I would prefer for it to be a little more visible, maybe upright, have the sensors like over here. Probably reasons out to a week to maybe 2 weeks of battery life. Thanks for watching guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know if this is something you would consider buying at the $350 price point. Feel free to comment on your thoughts on the jacket and if you'll be getting one yourself. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.